There are several different forms or systems of government: federal, unitary, and confederate. In federal government, power is shared or divided between the state and national governments. The United States is an example of a federal system. In unitary government, all power is in the central or national government, which makes it more powerful than the state or regional governments. In confederate, all power is in the state or regional governments, which make them more powerful than the national or central government. There's two types of government. Unlimited government, this should say unlimited government, and limited government, this should say limited government. In unlimited government, the government has absolute power, which means it can do whatever it wants. In limited government, the people or the Constitution restrict the amount of power the government has. The types of governments in an unlimited government include absolute monarchy, dictatorship, and oligarchy. In a limited government, they include any type of democracy, including presidential, parliamentary, and direct democracy. In a presidential democracy, the people elect a president to run the executive branch. In parliamentary democracy, the people elect a parliament or legislator who then chooses a prime minister. In a direct democracy, the people vote directly on laws or rules for their government. Which type would the United States be? If you said presidential democracy, that's correct. There's several different types of economies. There's three main types: market, command, and traditional, with a fourth type called mixed. In a market economy, the people who control the economic decisions are the buyers and sellers. You could also say the owners and the customers, or anything similar to that. The buyers and sellers decide what to make, how much to make, how to make it, and how much it's going to cost. In a command economy, the government commands the economic decisions. The government decides what to make, how to make it, and so on. In a traditional economy, tradition or customs decide what will run the economy. For example, if a family were farmers, they will continue to be farmers their entire time. If a family were shoemakers, they would be shoemakers the entire time. Their children would be shoemakers, their children would be shoemakers, and so on. In a traditional economy, it's the traditions or the customs that make the economic decisions. A mixed economy is when any of the above three economies are combined. It could be a mix between market and command and traditional, market and traditional, or all three. Every country in the world has a mixed economy. Some might be more command than others, like North Korea, and some might be more market than others, like the United States. Opportunity cost is when a person has a decision, usually an economic decision, and whatever the person does not choose is the opportunity cost. They gave up the opportunity to have that thing when they chose the other one. For example, if you can have someone's wallet or their phone and you pick their wallet, that means you gave up the opportunity to have the phone. That means the phone is the opportunity cost. With scarcity, that's when there's not enough resources available. For example, California has a water scarcity, which means there is not enough water or there's not sufficient water. Economic resources are the three categories of resources used to make economic decisions or to create businesses. They are land, labor, and capital. A company can't have a store unless they have land. They have to have some sort of property to run it. So that's why land is an economic resource. If a company does not have any workers, it can't run. What that means is that they have to have people to run the store, work in the factory, type on the computers, or whatever. That is called labor. Labor means the workers that they have. The last one is capital. Capital is what the companies have. It's the money that they have. So they can buy the food, they can buy the computers, or whatever they need to run their business. The last one are goods and services. Essentially, goods are anything that you can buy and own, like a phone, a marker, a television, a computer, a car, food. Services are things that you pay other people to do for you. Doctors, lawyers, teachers, and mechanics all provide services. This is the end of Unit 1. Please continue watching Unit 2.